He is not willing to give them back. He was waiting outside wearing a gray shirt.
Cruise Lincoln, on Zebra, South International. No, for stripes, don't hit the where we made contact with your That's 2 times, 2 location. I think 286 to 200 pounds.
Bravo 430, go ahead. Ten four.
Here's an Arlington. Here's an Arlington now on the back. Registered green joggers sitting outside of the location after taking 3 beers. They're going to be drinking beers at the location.
Oh man, a lot of trespassing calls tonight. I'm going to have to go to focus more on some of the trespassing stuff. It's been interesting so far.
Negative.
Looks like still just a ticket.
Charlie 45.
Okay.
Show us your name and tag.
10-4.
Have a way to get into this complex to make contact with him.
Good tonight.
So far, gonna have to work on the trespassing stuff with you guys. Because it looks like the stripes down on Agnes about an hour ago.
On Agnes?
Yeah, well, across from it. Had a bunch of guys sitting on the sidewalk.
Okay.
Y'all trespassing from the sidewalk. Because the business had one of your trespassing signs in the window, but it doesn't have a frontage. It's just the sidewalk.
It's like on the inside of the window? Or?
Yeah, it's on the inside of the window, but the business doesn't have any land. It's just the sidewalk is its front. So you guys trespass them from the sidewalk.
Oh, okay, I see.
And
Agnes
you,
and what, if you don't mind?
it's the stripes on Agnes right next to the to Crosstown. So like a block east from the underpass.
From 286.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a block east from it. So
I think there's like that not an abandoned building, but right.
no, there's like there were shops and stuff in there next to the
okay.
stripes. And one of their active shops, they had the trespassing sign up, but you trespass them from the sidewalk. The business doesn't have a frontage or a parking lot.
Gotcha.
Its front is the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And then you got IDs from everybody, and you searched everybody's bags.
That was just recently?
About an hour ago.
About an hour ago?
Yeah. So I don't have the solution for the homeless problem out here, but you got to do it the right way.
Correct.
So if we're going out and telling people for a trespass warning they have to ID under threat of arrest, they don't.
Gotcha.
If you're telling them because they're getting a trespass warning you can search them, you can't. So let's say if we're going to do it, we got to do it the right way.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah. So let's say I ain't going to go out and say you can't kick the home, like, but there's a call in Alameda right now for a homeless guy who just drank 3 beers in the parking lot of Stripes. The Stripes on Alameda just had a call for a trespassing guy who just drank 3 beers in the parking lot and won't leave.
Yeah, I just heard
You
that.
got to get rid of him.
Yeah.
But, and for him, you could probably get him for public intox.
Correct.
But when all you're doing is showing up and telling them to leave, if you guys tell them they have to give ID so you can run a warrant check, that's a big no-no.
Gotcha.
Most of these guys don't know better. They don't know 3802. They don't know if they just leave, that's it. But most of them just sit around, give you the ID, and let you run the warrant check. So it's good for you guys to pick them up on warrants, but it's bad for them because it's a civil matter,
Yeah,
and
they don't know.
if they leave, they don't have to give ID. So it's something I'm going to be keeping an eye on.
Sounds good.
Because I'm not one of the guys going around saying the homeless can live wherever and we have to give them everything. Oh, she can go.
You're good to go. You're good to go.
She thought she still couldn't
Yeah,
go.
I think she saw the light. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I get
So
where you're
it's-
coming from.
Yeah, listen, I'm not a crusader for the homeless, but I also don't want to see them get
Get kind of
screwed.
lights off.
Yeah, I also don't want to see them get screwed over because they don't know their stuff.
Back to back up.
But otherwise, it's been a pretty good night.
Good
Y'all
night.
caught
Yeah,
the
that little northern finally came through.
yeah.
The humidity went
Y'all
down.
caught
and all
the
that.
armed robber over on Shoreline.
That's a different district, so we stay on.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
our
with
radio,
Charlie
so-
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
guy, lady robbed the guy down on the boardwalk.
Oh, really?
Said she had a gun, acted like she was going to pull it on him, said, I'm going to shoot you in the head. So you guys found her like a mile away on her bike.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
good
That's
night down there.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think she
we've
actually had a
been-
gun, but in Texas, you tell somebody I've got a gun, I'm robbing you, I'm going to shoot you in the head. There's not much difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys have a great night.
Well, appreciate
I'll
you.
keep out of
What
it.
kind of body cam you got
Well,
there?
this
Yeah.
Cam Pro, get it for $100 on Amazon.
Oh, really?
But it's pretty good. The big thing about this guy, about 10-hour battery life.
Really?
Yeah. So you set it on a 1080p, it'll go for about 10 hours. So it'll go for pretty much a whole shift. Now it's not as good
Does
as
it
an
upload?
actual-
You have to like connect it to
No,
your
it's just
computer,
an
or-
SD card.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not wireless or anything like that. And I said it's only 1080p, so other body cams can go a little higher, but then the battery life goes down. And me, I'd rather have a cam that lasts the whole night than to have one that's better, but I got to swap it out 3 times.
Yeah.
The GoPros only last like an hour.
Oh yeah, man. I
Yeah.
have one of those.
Yeah, so I've never done one of those. But
Alrighty.
it's been fun. It was fun having my name go out as a BOA for the first time.
Oh really?
Yeah, about 3 hours ago. Yeah, I was down at I'm guessing the word got out. I was down at City Hall.
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
like during the day, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, we were knocked out at that time.
Yeah,
Sleep.
the problem with the main PD is you guys make everybody go through the courthouse. You can't do that.
Through the municipal court.
Yeah, by state law, in a multi-use building, you have to restrict the security in the no gun area to only the courthouse area. You can't roll everything in.
Shut his reference to the business line on money because he drove 2 and 2.
That was fast. I guess they weren't too fast.
Yeah, the guy was doing 100 miles an hour down on Leopard.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
about half an hour ago. The guy kept pulling out street names, and it didn't make any sense. But it was like 15 miles away on Leopard,
Yeah,
so I didn't
yeah,
try to get
yeah,
over there
yeah.
for a 100-mile-an-hour chase. But yeah, what it's been ruled is multi-use buildings, you have to segregate, you have to have separate control access. So what we usually run across is like a city hall, put the traffic court in one room and says all of City Hall is a courtroom now. That's already been fought over. It's the first time I run across a PD in a courtroom next to each other, but pretty much single supply. So the only thing you guys got to do is reopen that side entrance and then either close the door.
Yeah,
Close the
I got
doors
it.
to the courtroom or just put a tape banner or whatever across it saying no entry from this side, and it's fixed. So it ain't gonna be a big deal to fix it. You just gotta open up those side doors again. So it's like somebody picks up a gun from the evidence room. You guys have to let
Several
them out.
references that could now 162 want to
Let them
access
back
and
out.
try to find this
Same
problem.
thing
Oh,
coming
through
in.
those sidewalks.
Yeah. So that's, I think that'll
Argument
be
there
an
was
easy
enough
fix.
information causing an
But
interference
yeah, there was a bit of a
with
tizzy
correction
when I got down there.
Argument-
And then I read the call notes. You guys were watching my live stream and warned the security guards at City Hall I was coming.
Oh really?
But they didn't
You're
know.
on Facebook, YouTube?
HBO, Matt.
Oh okay.
But y'all didn't know I had this on me
Yeah.
because I didn't take it into the courtroom, obviously. But so city security guards were like, "Oh, he's coming," and then they're like, "Oh, he's coming." So they called more officers over. You guys following me around.
What do you carry?
It's Beretta M9, the A4, the new one.
Like it?
For a silencer host, it's great. It's still the only bad thing about this guy with a silencer is with the tilt block, you get powder back in your face a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So with a regular Browning action, you don't get as much powder back on you when you have a silencer on there. But when you got the tilting barrel action, it has a little bit more backflow. Whenever you got a can. So if you're gonna shoot this guy a lot, you want to put some glasses on. Your face
all
is
in
gonna
your eye.
your face is gonna be a little bit black if you put out
Nose
the
and
rounds
all
out.
that, yeah. Like shooting in an indoor range and go out and everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
You guys have a great
we're
day.
gonna get back out there, okay?
Yep.
All right, you have a
I
good
say
night.
go find somebody that's drunk. I don't like drunk drivers. I'm a truck driver by day.
Yeah.
I don't like DUIs. I've seen too many of them.